So when did you first realize that voice acting was something that you liked and could be successful at?
You know, I had a moment early on where I first realized what voice actors were. Before I was even in the first grade, they showed on the Walt Disney Clarence Nash doing the voice of Donald Duck. And it just, I don't know how to process it because Donald Duck was real in my mind somehow. And to see this distinguished man in a suit, I started thinking about who's Daffy Duck, who's Bullwinkle J. Moose, who are all these characters? And you could go into the record stores in those days, we didn't have Wikipedia, go to the children's section and look at the record albums and see Dawes Butler, June Foray, all these people. So yeah, it was something I aspired to very early on, but I've been very lucky in that regard because you get to play characters you'd never get to play on camera.
And what about your process when finding a new voice for a character, for example, Chucky? Did you try multiple voices?
You have to read the script and see what it is that they need of you. And in this case, Chucky was like an infant, you know, seeing the world for the first time through new eyes. I mean, it doesn't start out as a psychopath in any way. And obviously Lars Klevberg, the director, and the writers were there, the producers. They held my hand every step of the way because it's also a matter of where you make the shift into the darker side of him. And I just saw the film for the first time yesterday, and you know, because I would give them alternates, because there's one point where I would say, if I can't be your best friend, then no one can. I'd give them another take was, if I can't be your best friend, then no one can. And be very sinister. And degrees. You know, I did the high and the low for you, but I give you degrees so they could pick one, like a jigsaw puzzle piece. And it was interesting to see which one they used to modulate the character throughout. What's gratifying, two things. One, people have said today that they sympathize in a way with Chucky, because he's corrupted by the world. He doesn't have any intent other than to please his best friend, his best buddy. And the other was that my wife said, I forgot it was you doing the voice about 20 minutes in, which is a real compliment because you want to make the character organic and not think, oh, that's Mark's voice. You know, I think a lot of people on Twitter are going to be really disappointed. They go, yes, Mark Hamill's doing Chucky. He's going to do it like the Joker. Well, if it called for that, I would have, but it didn't. So I hope they're not too disappointed. Shrek, I have to tell you, Scottish is one of the most difficult, for me, dialects to do. And Mike Myers does a great job of it. It's donkey, what are you doing in my swamp? Something like that. Forky. I'm not familiar with Forky. He's new to Toy Story 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not a toy. I was made for soup, salad, maybe chili, and then the trash.
Oh, that's so sad. He's a disposable spoon.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Sonic. I love there was backlash over how his teeth looked on the internet.
I would say, come on fast, you're too slow.
That's the best I could do. Oh, you know, this is a true story. When I was doing The Muppet Show, I went in to meet with the writers and Jim Henson. And he goes, he asked me, is there anything that you want to do? Like, do you sing or do you do any impressions? And I said, well, you know, I've been known to do impressions. And he looked up at me and he said, who do you do? It's in the show, because he was being sincere. He wasn't being snarky. He just didn't see it. Oh, Scott. I lost an Annie Award one time because I got nominated for Joker. I said, who's in my category? They said, Jeremy Irons for The Lion King. I said, okay, stop. Are you kidding me? One of the greatest performances ever. And I believe it was just between us. You might want to work on that little roar of yours. Simba, I'm a little surprised to see you alive. Wish I could raise one eyebrow. He was fantastic, one of my favorites. Okay, now, is it the Will Smith version or the Robin Williams version? Because I can't do either.
Do your best, your take on it.
Okay. The most impressive, the long-contained, often imitated, but never duplicated, Genie of the Lamp! Again, how does he, Pika, 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 Pikachu. That's it? Oh, good. I've got to get on more shows like Hello Kitty and Strawberry Shortcake. For some reason, they cast me only as just old degenerates and creepy villains. I always had sort of an ear for it. But it was really weird. My parents were nervous about me because they said, is that normal for a 9-year-old to be working on his Richard Nixon impression? Hey, Mom, hey, Dad, let me make this perfectly clear. And they go, yes, honey, that's good, but being able to imitate Porky Pig's not going to get you anywhere in life.